motorists are the stupidest assholes to exist. Yeah, as the title states, motorists are simply the stupidest fucking people that exist. No, honestly, I'm not even kidding right now. I can think of no other group, or more accurately, cult, more deranged and incomprehensibly stupid than these people. These people who deny car dependency and then bitch that their life sucks ass because of commutes, long commutes, or other bad drivers, failing to realize that they are the exact reason for their own mental brain shittings when they get stuck in traffic or have to deal with drivers who would be on transit or bike lanes if those alternatives existed. Whatever. I suppose when your one-track lead and exhaust-huffing Swiss brain highway lane-addicted ass is in such a hurry to speed home to give your father insane sloppy.
Brother, you have to stop blowing your father after rolling coal on cyclists.
After, again, a long day of being a disingenuous self-defeatist reality-denying cuntwad all day. Busy schedule these people got doing all that. Couldn't possibly expect these people to sit back and actually think about anything else other than more highway lanes and blowing their dad's wacky freak style. They are good at it too. A lot of them spend all day jerking a stick around. Am I being overly harsh right now? No. No, not at all. Imagine bitching about bike lanes or pedestrian paths or really anything that objectively improves traffic and mobility for all parties when you don't even pay for any of it aside from a measly like 15 to 20% only from gas tax anyway. Cyclists and pedestrians and people who can't or don't even want to fucking drive pay just as much as you in overall taxes. Pathetic. Utterly fucking pathetic. This is toddler behavior, but again, what can you expect from these people? Okay, alright. Here's one for you father-fucking lead-brain exhaust huffers. You don't want to pay for improved transit or cycle lanes and pedestrian paths? Alright, fair. Then I don't have to pay the taxes I am already paying for your free fucking parking and your free fucking highways. Got it? Good. Glad we're on the same page then. And so on, new tax forms should from now on have an option now where I can opt to have all my transportation tax go towards what I want and use pedestrian paths, my own fucking legs, transit occasionally. Seems fair, right? Well, glad we agree, because if we didn't, you motorists would be fat fucking hypocrites. And motorists would never ever blindly or consciously do something utterly self-serving at the expense of others. That'd be totally out of character for motorists. Here's another complaint I personally have with these shit-guzzling, lifted truck-riding, flaccid cockheads trying their hardest to disguise themselves as real humans. Every so often, it's these same fuckers that bitch about nobody wanting to work.
Now this generation needs to pull themselves up by the fucking bootstraps and get a job.
Yeah, right. Because everyone was lucky enough to have incest cult wealth like you pathetic fucking jackoffs. I swear. Firstly, cars are expensive. This is obvious. This isn't new information. It's just cumulative. But many people aren't thinking of the accrued costs and whatnot, of insurance, gas, upkeep, surprises from life, etc., etc. But you add up all that, and for some people, their car is the reason they can barely afford their own fucking rent. And precisely the reason they can't save up. I've been saying this for a while now. And, well, I believe it applies here. I shouldn't need a fucking subscription to partake in life. Simple as. I shouldn't need a subscription to go to a fucking sandwich shop and buy a sandwich. This is stupid. But anyway, I shouldn't need a subscription to go dine, try and find employment, spend time with friends, enjoy the outdoors. It is so insanely stupid to expect me to have to buy something that keeps accruing costs and taking out of my fucking savings, taking my money, and getting in the way of my fucking lifestyle the way I want to live, just because your dumbass thinks that everybody needs to fucking use it. Insanely stupid. One of the dumbest fucking beliefs one could have. Now, I was fortunate enough to have fallen into, so to speak, a fortuitous job opportunity, despite this car-dependent asphalt-covered shithole trying its hardest. But an addendum to this is, imagine not solely relying on the car, right? let's get optimistic for a second. Let's be hopeful, and let's think about the positives to not living in a car-dependent shithole. These morons get it in their head that any complaints or reasonable criticism towards highways and American car culture means that you want to ban it all, which is not the case. They're fucking idiots. Take people's cars away. Nope, that's not it. We don't want to do that. I'm not saying you need to stop driving. If you want to drive, if you personally, you right now watching, you like driving right now, I don't care. I don't want to take your car away, moron. I don't fucking give a shit. Me, personally, I don't want to fucking drive, okay? You got it, you fucking caveman? Here's an idea, you fucking colossal, dumb fuck caveman. How about when one of life's surprises happens? Something happens, your car breaks down, you can't drive for a few hours or even days. What if you could still get around, huh? What if there was multiple different transportation opportunities to get around, huh? Like public transportation, just using your feet that you've probably never used in your life? Whatever. Anyway, exaggerations aside, what if we built that up, huh? It was well funded, bike lanes, pedestrian paths, all of that. Alternatives, so you could still get your ass around. Wild fucking idea, I guess. Nah, apparently true freedoms has never been options. I guess it's always been exhaust-huffing shitbox subscriptions with no alternatives. Eye-opening shit. But again, why exactly are motorists, at least on average, the absolute stupidest morons of all time, aside from the surface level we've already explored? And there is much, much more. But what is idiocy? I guess one instance of idiocy may be extreme short-sightedness, or at least that is something that idiocy encompasses. Also, denying what is objectively true or undeniable reality due to, delusion or whatever other weird motonormative brainwashing many of these people have succumbed to, unfortunately. Well, now that we've established a fairly elementary but admittedly simplified definition for idiocy in general, let's run through some statistics. What form of transportation kills the most people in general? Children and adults. Let's figure it out. It's cars. It is personal automobiles, and it is not even remotely close in any capacity. Even now with all these plane crashes that have been happening. But what do you read in the papers or online articles or often hear from many small towns or sometimes unfortunately even large cities? E-bikes. It's e-bikes. A bunch of morons that have never actually fucking ridden an e-bike in their life, know nothing about e-bikes, probably know nothing about bikes in general, because they don't get exercise in any capacity. They get in their stupid fucking vehicle to drive everywhere, even if it's only 2 miles down the fucking street. Yeah, but e-bikes get demonized, because whiny bitch motorists who have never been told no their entire lives need someone else to, at least for some motorists, to subconsciously project their own lack of responsibilities onto, because they have none. Motorists aren't just the stupidest people on average, they're the most entitled and dangerous, more so than religious zealot nutjobs, I would argue. I mean, at least these zealot whacked freaks out themselves fairly early and blatantly as lunatics, and it's not necessarily taboo or frowned upon to mock some group like Westboro Baptist, but the cult of car dependency, go ahead and try to make the most polite post, just anywhere online, doesn't matter. The most polite post about the past and present dangers of car dependency, and even if you attach every scientific journal, video, whatever raw objective statistics and evidence, doesn't matter, unfortunately some car-cucked enjoyer is going to fucking fall for it, and they're gonna start telling you how you just don't like freedom. You're just a sissy libtard that thinks that we need to be stuck in 15-minute cities so that they can keep injecting us with estrogens and other sissy chemicals. Pathetic. Stupid. Anyway, car dependency I think has been the most successful cult of short-sighted, self-serving, auto-flating, father-sucking, nutjob, brain-dead, totally cucked to the oil and auto industry fools of all fucking time. Religious cults honestly can't even compete. Car dependency gets to be more stupid and more reckless in physical and mental ways, but because it offers the delusion of car equal my freedom, people will continue to normalize paving the absolute shit out of everything until the world smells and looks like shit, and until the only places to drive to are parking lots and gas stations instead of parks and national wonders. Teddy Roosevelt would be so fucking proud of us today. And I'm sure there's going to be people who disagree with this, with arguments like, well, religion also brainwashes children, and there's a lot of rapist priests and pastors. Yes, and car dependency literally kills the most children in the United States every year, more so than any other form of transportation, and by means of its privacy makes child trafficking a lot easier. But my car's freedom. The train takes me only the one destination, and although consistent, can't take me everywhere I need to go. Yeah, that's why I don't advocate for banning cars, or removing every highway, you dipshit, and parking lots. They should be there too. But instead, I advocate for every different type of transportation. A lot of different alternatives in a lot of different places, even small towns, where it fits best. Most cities don't need cars. New York just introduced congestion pricing. It's doing wonders for everybody. But admittedly, small towns and very rural areas also don't need heavy public transportation. You don't put a fucking sock on your hand, put it on your foot. You don't use a sponge to hammer a nail into wood. Kinda dumb analogies, whatever. But cyclists are so damn annoying. Yeah, well, so are motorists. That's it, literally, so are motorists. Well, this was a different type of video, honestly. I've been going through some things I'm not going to explain here. I don't want to be whiny, and I don't really like bitching about my life, even though that's kind of what I'm doing now. But, well, anyway, given the video that you just watched, you'll know why, maybe. It's probably pretty obvious what's been getting in the way of my life. I'm sure you can use your imagination. I figured, why not make a video where I just get to bitch about something I hate for roughly 5 or 10 minutes while inebriated off sake. If I'm being even more honest, this was pretty fun. I enjoyed projecting my crash out onto my channel, so I might do it again. Probably won't be my main style of video, but once in a while I might just upload something like this. I'm sorry. Just, I only have 150 subs, so if you really hate this, go ahead and unsub. I'm not saying I want you to, but I'm not gonna promise you that I won't upload something like this again. It's just fun to upload a CD rant. But yeah, I apologize for anybody who is only here for the video game and like anime hate topics. But I haven't had any fuel in that area for a while now. Haven't had any interesting videos for that subject. Don't worry though, I will again soon. I have a few different ideas in the works right now, so something like that will be the main form of content again. Also, a quick disclaimer. I do not direct any of this hatred at the fellow victims of car-dependent shitholes. Like, your grandma and whatever other family member you have that's a genuinely good person that you love, who uses a car, might even be kind of a car fan, whatever. Some people are just victims to this. They didn't ask for it, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, nah, I'm strictly talking about morons like this. And with that, lads, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are right now watching this video.